Hey, this is Sean, and I wanted to do the second part of my shoulder surgery follow-up, as I just saw my orthopedic surgeon recently, and I actually got good news. I don't have full use of my arm, of course. I'm 3 months post-op, pretty much, as of the date I saw my doctor, which is about a week and a half ago. And the tests they do, and I'll put some links down below to some of the, the tests and things that you do for your shoulder rotator cuff to check the integrity or to strengthen it. And we do all the tests, and I can basically do pretty much everything. There's a few movements and things I can't do. I mean, one is taking your arm going straight up. When I do it, my arm flails out like to go up like this. I just can't seem to bring it in. And that's the infraspinatus, because it was a complete tear. It's probably, who knows how long it was torn. It's just very, very weak. We do feel that it's attached, as I can do certain movements. Maybe I'll grab a dumbbell and actually show some things here later in the video, but basically I want to talk through the surgery. But all in all, my doctor feels that my muscles are attached. They just need to strengthen, and he's finally, again, 3 months post-op, finally ordering me to start physical therapy. Now, I will admit I saw him about a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks ago, and I need to get off my butt and get going to physical therapy. But I have started doing a few things at home. I'm looking right over here as I have my little tiny dumbbells and my bands and some of the things, because I've of course been through this before. I've done this a few times now. So I have started doing some of the exercises at home to strengthen my arm. But in today's video, I want to talk about how I got from here to here. Back in November, I had come back from a trip to Hawaii with my father. When I got in the car, I suddenly couldn't reach up and grab the steering wheel. I knew something was wrong. Prior to that, I'm sure I had some aches and pains, but nothing too dramatic to make me think I had 3 torn rotator cuff muscles. If you're watching this video, I will assume you either just had or are getting ready to have rotator cuff surgery, and just want you to be aware that an MRI may show damage that you don't actually have when your doctor goes in and does the operation. At the same time, he may go in and find more damage than the MRI showed. So don't base what you're doing on the MRI, as I've had it go both ways, where things are worse or better. In my case, we did the MRI, and the damage was so extensive, my doctor actually called it emergency shoulder surgery, and we really expedited it and got me in about a week or so. The surgery went well, and I started physical therapy several weeks later, but it wasn't 1 to 2 weeks into physical therapy that I could tell something was wrong. My physical therapist, of course, after a week or two of trying some new techniques to activate my external rotation, and primarily it was the infraspinatus that we were concerned about, and external rotation, she did send me back to my doctor, where we did another MRI and realized that 2 of the rotator cuff muscles, the infraspinatus and supraspinatus, had retorn. Both of them were, of course, full re-tears. My doctor discussed the options with me, and I was made well aware that the next step, if this didn't work, would be a complete shoulder replacement surgery, which I, of course, did not want to pursue at my age, at 54 years old and being fairly healthy and active. I was informed that the recovery would be very slow, and I would not start physical therapy for 6 weeks. Of course, the surgery went well, and that's where I am today. I have to add, it is amazing how many car doors, how many door jams, how many things will run into you or bump into you after you have shoulder surgery. Please click the like and subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you want to get updates on my recovery and my newest adventures. So now all I have to do is not damage my arm as I start physical therapy in about a week or so. I'm going to provide the complete report from my first surgery back in November. You may want to pause this if you want to read it in its entirety. And then as soon as we're done going through this complete report, I'm going to go ahead and give you the complete surgery report for my second surgery in April. As you can see, it is very lengthy and very detailed, so you may want to Google some of the terms or watch a few YouTube videos, as I have spent countless hours doing myself over the last several months. I will post part 3 of my 4-part series here in a few weeks after I've started physical therapy, and hopefully have some progress to report. So that is the summary of my first surgery back in November. And here I am recovering after my first surgery with my parents' dog. But now let's go over the results from my second surgery in April. And again, you may want to pause this if you want to read it in its entirety. And I recommend that you do some Google searches and watch some YouTube videos on the surgery. I find some of the animated videos. If you watch a video of a live surgery, it's pretty hard to understand what you're actually seeing in the video. And again, I will put some links below to the videos I found most useful and helpful. So for those of you reading along, you will notice that we did PRP, or platelet-rich plasma therapy, which is where they extract some of your blood and spin it down and re-inject it to help the tissues heal quicker. And we also did an allograft, which is, in this case, cadaver tissue to help reinforce the infraspinatus. If you've recently had surgery or getting prepared for surgery, just be aware that the first few weeks after surgery is most critical. And although I've spent a considerable amount of time in a sling, gone on many vacations, I'm finally getting back to normal, and I'm really looking forward to seeing some progress. And although I am technically out of the sling, I'm not normal, I can't do all my normal activities, but very much looking forward to getting back to the gym, getting in shape, being able to swim, not just dog paddle, and get back to my normal routine.